it is the start of Mosquito Awareness Week for Yolo County Mosquito Vector Control. Luz Maria Robles is joining us more to talk about how we can avoid these dang things. Because you and I were talking before we came on. This has been like banner year for mosquitoes because it's been like warm, rain. Are you guys seeing that?
Yes.
There's a lot of that this time of year?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's a phenomenon that we see every year, but that actually creates the ideal mosquito breeding conditions, right? So you have rain, and of course, the water accumulates in different areas around your backyard, and then you get warm weather, which mosquitoes love. So then that just creates the ideal mosquito breeding conditions.
You brought some stuff here. First of all, this thing is terrifying, this mosquito model. But you brought like a bucket, because even things like that, just if you have a bucket in your backyard that you forgot about,
exactly,
that's enough for them to lay eggs.
Yes, you know, depending on the species of mosquitoes, some of them can lay, can actually grow in even a teaspoon of water. But yes, buckets, plant saucers, ponds, fountains, anything that holds water for more than a few days can and will become a mosquito breeding source.
And they're pretty opportunistic. You also brought, obviously we know about the mosquito repellents and stuff.
Exactly.
My question is, when you apply that, how long does it last? How often do you have to keep applying?
So it depends on the concentration or the amount of active ingredient in there, and that's what you should consider. If you're going to be, excuse me, if you're going to be spending lots of time outdoors, then you need something that has a higher concentration of that active ingredient, so you don't have to reapply as often, right? So if you're just taking a short walk, something that has 5 to 15% of that active ingredient is going to be enough.
And does sweat factor, like if you're sweating
yes,
too?
If you're sweating, then that means that, yeah, you need to reapply a little bit more often.
We all see mosquitoes like this, or if we get bitten by a mosquito, we just think mosquitoes are mosquitoes. But there are different types, and there are invasive species as well that carry different viruses.
Diseases,
is there a way for us to tell by looking at one?
Yes, actually, I mean, the invasive species would be smaller, dark mosquitoes that have specific features on them. They are more active in the fall, right? And then, of course, different mosquitoes come from different sources. In our area, we have about 27 different species that are active at different times of the year. So the mosquitoes that you see now are different than the ones that you would see in the fall. Our biggest concern, as you said, they are definitely more than a nuisance because they can transmit diseases such as West Nile virus, dengue fever, diseases that maybe we don't see so often here, but very common in other parts of the world.
I was going to ask about, because West Nile seems like that's the one we have to worry about the most here.
Correct.
How are we seeing a lot of activity with that right now?
Not yet. I mean, we usually start to see West Nile virus later on when we get consistently warm weather. So dead birds or mosquito samples that test positive for the virus, we won't see that until later on, maybe June, and with the height being July and August.
All right, so we had warm weather, rain, warm, and now it's going to rain again, and then Ashley said warm again next week. So mosquitoes are living their best lives.
Yes, exactly.
And we have to suffer. Is there a website people can go to get more information?
Yes, to request one of our services, a free home service inspection, visiting us at fightthebite.net. It's going to give you access to free repellent, a free home service inspection. If you have to report a mosquito breeding source, please do so at fightthebite.net.
All right, Luz Maria Robles, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Courtney?
For some reason, this whole segment, I kept hearing
itchy, in
my ear, or like feeling like something was touching me, whole time. Thank you for the information.